kids, Magical Molly here. Today we're going to learn about cutting paper with scissors. How fun is that? I'm going to tell you something. There is a right way and a wrong way to cut. It's just like if I was trying to make my hands stronger and I was lifting weights like this, my hands aren't going to get any stronger. You have to do it the right way, and I'm going to show you in just a little bit. I have a bunch of different scissors that I can show you that might help you if you're struggling with cutting. And most importantly, get an adult that may be mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, older sister, older brother, like at least 15, to help you learn how to cut with scissors. And remember the most important rule of cutting. You don't cut anything but paper. Not your hair, not your clothes, nothing else but the paper in front of you. I'll be right back to show you how it's done. Hey kids, we're back to learn how to cut paper with scissors. Now this is a brand of scissors, Fiskars, and I like them. There's lots of good brands out there. Fiskars to me is my favorite because it stays sharp the longest. So these are just regular scissors. Just going to open up the package. Okay, you have a smaller hole and a bigger hole. This is for your thumb, and this is for your fingers. So you're going to put your thumb in here, and 2 or 3 of your fingers in here, whichever one you want. Now the important thing is to hold your scissors like this up while we're cutting. Some people, remember how I showed you with the weight? If I want to increase the strength in my hand, I don't do shoulder lifts. I do stuff with my hand. Same thing here. You want to increase the strength in your arms, so you want to cut and hold it up like this. So this is what I do to remind kids. I put a smiley face on their thumbnail. And now that smiley face needs to be looking up at all times at the ceiling. Now, when you hold your paper, if you're a right-handed person, you hold your paper in your left hand, and you're going to start off to the edge, and you're going to cut. See how I stay on the right side of the circle? And I go around, I keep going around, and going around, and going around, and going around, and I keep moving the paper. What do you think? You think you could do that? Now what if I'm a left-handed person? Well, I'm going to put it in my left hand. The scissors in my left hand. Here's my thumb. And I like to put 3 fingers in there. I'm going to put a smiley face on my thumbnail. So now you know that smiley face needs to be looking up at the ceiling. Same thing, I'm going to start over here. You're not going to start on this side, lefties. And you're going to cut. Now I am not a left-handed person, so this is a little bit harder for me. But I want to go around the left side of the circle when I cut. And I'm holding the paper with my right hand. Okay, and there's some of you, look at that, ta-da! I cut left-handed, that's pretty good. There's some of you that maybe need a little bit more help when you're cutting because maybe your hands aren't strong enough, maybe you're young. I don't think kids should start cutting till they're 5, but sometimes in preschools they start learning younger. These are a pair of Fiskars. I bought these at Walmart, and they're called self-opening. So, I'll show you how these work. Okay, when I squeeze them, they open back up on their own. It's kind of hard, right here, it's kind of hard to do. I think it takes a lot of strength for little ones to do this. But same thing if you use them. There's no thumb and finger holes. You stick everything in there, and you start to cut. And it opens back up on its own. Now, I'm not saying these are bad scissors. I personally just think they're a little too hard. I got these at Dollar Tree. They don't last very long because the edges get dull really quickly, but these are also, they're called lift assist scissors, or I call them self-opening scissors. The cool thing about these is you can use them like regular scissors. Here's your thumb hole and your finger hole. Or if you need a little help, if it's hard to cut for you, then you flip this little yellow tab and then it opens up on its own. So these are just a lot easier to use. They don't require as much strength in your hand. So what do you think? Cutting paper only. Pretty pretty cool, right? My thumbs are smiling at you. I want you to have a parent around or an adult figure when you're cutting, and only cut paper. Don't cut anything else. See you later, guys. All right, kids, was that fun learning how to cut with scissors? I bet it was. I know I love to cut paper with scissors too. Remember, you need somebody to be there with you, an adult, at least somebody over the age of 15, to make sure you're being safe. Never, never, never cut anything but paper. Be good to your teachers and your parents. Bye-bye. I'll see you next time.